All right.
Avoid any further complications, anything, any, quarrels, anything like that, we decided to move, you know what I'm saying? So we came to another spot that we have. We're gonna continue to do this work. Fuck Esau. He's nothing but a fucking devil and a liar, man. He knows he is. Real quick, when that dude came up, he was fucking drunk. He had beer all over his breath. Okay? But like I said, just to avoid, you can't reason with the drunk anyways. So just to, like I said, just to avoid any quarrels, just get out the way, you know what I'm saying? Just continue to do the work, do it somewhere else, and shake your dust off your feet. It's like the scripture I wanted to get. Matthew 10 and 11.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 11. And into whatsoever city or town you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy.
And that's what we do. We're like we said many times ago, all we do is come out and read the scriptures in peace and to voice our opinion, or our so-called opinion, which is not an opinion, it's the Most High's thoughts. Okay? We just come out here to voice them out. All right? It's a commandment. Here in the law of the land, is so to speak, it says that we have the right of freedom of speech. Okay? Which, everybody else practices. They talk about being a faggot. They talk about being in love with all these different types of things. Loving this and that. Just unprofitable bullshit. Okay? So, read it again.
It says, and into whatsoever city or town you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy.
Right.
And there abide till you go thence.
And there we abide till we go thence. You know what I'm saying? Like we abide until something happens. Or we feel in the spirit that it's time to go to a different location. Sometimes you'll be ran off. And that's to your younger brothers. All these videos that all the brothers across the world put up is for ourselves to learn off each other. Okay, and what to expect when you're on the highways and the byways.
Yep. It says, and there abide till you go thence. And when you come into a house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you.
Right, but all those brothers know we're not in peace. Okay? We're not here in peace. So, because this house, which is Esau's house, his kingdom, it didn't receive Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Nor does it receive his people on the side. He hates you Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay? Like the scriptures say, he comes speaking smooth with his tongue, with his mouth, but underneath it, he's full of lies and war, man. And his heart lies war. And the scriptures in Ecclesiastes tell us not to trust our enemy. Trust not thy enemy. Okay? Well, you can't reason with the drunk, nor, he's a fucking Edomite, even the 2/3, But more than likely, he was lying. We'll be back next Sunday and we'll go on from there. Okay?
Let me say this real quick. If you notice, man, before we left, you can feel the spirit was working out. We were condemning Esau pretty hard. We were just bringing it out. But I was just saying real quick that, when it said that in verse 11 it says, in the city you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy. We know the city's not worthy, man. Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening. Lord will, man, us brothers right here in the city of San Angelo want you to find worthy. We're the only one doing the work. We're the only ones, like I said, can you get it real quick in Acts? It's hard to jump off the point. 14:22. Because the scriptures say, man, you gotta, like the brother quoted at the very beginning, we're coming out in the highways and byways. You gotta come out in the highways and byways. It's the commandment. That's part of the way the Most High works. But like the last week, man, the whole subject is confirming it. We're doing the confirmation, man. Lord will, we found worthy with them.
19 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of God.
Right, because like the brother said, man, we're not at peace, but we're going through the same thing that everybody else is going through, but we're doing it for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Really, it's to show that though in society, it's still possible to find the Most High. It's still possible to walk that right path. You know, but going back to that Matthew, you know, these people ain't found running, man. But the ones who are out on the highways and byways, they have a chance, they have a shot, because they're doing it the right way. Lord will, to be sincere about it. You know, but these people, man, like we're just saying, this man, and that wouldn't have happened if he was part of the truth. But that was Esau. Yeah, that was Esau, man. They're not lovable on his back.
First Peter chapter 2, verse 19. For this is thankworthy if a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, you shall take it patiently? But if when you do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently, this is acceptable with God.
And it's acceptable with God. So really just me and this brother just taking it like, you know, edification for the camera. You know, like the brother said, you can't reason with the drunk. And we move to our other spot. You know, like the brother said, we're gonna continue to come out here. And we're gonna continue to bring it back. Against Esau, against your 2/3.
It's just like, did you see him whenever I agreed with him? He kind of like, it dumbfounded him because he thought we were gonna argue with him. That's what I saw. I saw a little glitch in his eyes when I said, okay, yeah, it's cool, we can move. You know, and he couldn't go. I didn't feed anything to his fire that was already dwelling and growing in him, because he was already drunk, and at that he's an Edomite, and he obviously knows what we speak about. Or if he don't like the fact that we're reading the scriptures. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I saw that in his eyes. Right, I saw that in his eyes, that he expected something different, which all his brothers know we don't got the spirit of fear, but we have to conduct ourselves wisely in this world, you know, unless otherwise. Okay, but he was a drunk and Edomite, and you know, we already know what happens to drunken Edomites. Real quick, get that one. Ecclesiasticus, where it talks about being valiant. You know, that's what a lot of you people, man, y'all get a little bit, y'all always get a spirit in you. That's what drives y'all people to even react to us the way y'all do, because y'all get a spirit in you, whether it be a entity spirit, as far as like from the heavens on the left hand side, or it be a spirit in drink. Okay, because being drunk with drink, it's also referred to as liquor or spirits. Okay, that could that drink can what does it do with your mind? It don't intensify it basically governs, it controls your body. You know what I'm saying? You have no control, and so you're putting another spirit in you to do things that you normally wouldn't do, or you wouldn't have courage doing. Okay, but like we all know through experience, man, guys that do that, what happens to them? They get laid out, they die, they get fucked up because they try to show that bravery and drink.
Ecclesiasticus 31 and 25. Shew not that valiantness in wine, for wine hath destroyed many.
For wine hath destroyed many. And that Edomite, man, he, Lord willing, he gets destroyed tonight, man. He gets his ass whipped when he goes to a bar. He gets fucked up. He gets a DWI. He gets pulled over by his own people, an Edomite, and puts his ass in jail. Lord willing, he resists, and they tase his ass until he's gonna wake up.
Shew not that valiantness in wine, for wine hath destroyed many. the furnace proveth the edge by dipping, so doth wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness.
Right, so the drink proved exactly what Esau was when we were speaking about Esau before he came up. The spirit was working to where that demon, the spiritual demon that was watching us, got into that man, that Edomite, and gave him the courage to come up, because right before he came up, there was already a truck parked across the street watching us already with Edomites. Okay?
Almost looked like he was set up to come.
So he was the one that was set up to come, regardless, whether it be through the spirit or somebody called him. Okay? But the point is that
the furnace proveth the edge by dipping, so doth wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness.
Right, so it proved exactly what Esau was. Through the scriptures were proving it, and through him being drunk with that spirit, alcohol, it proved what he is. He was a liar. Okay? A deceiver. A hater of truth, goodness.
Wine is good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately.
Right, he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drinking it moderately. I could smell that shit all over him, man. And I asked him too, "You drunk, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah," right on camera. So if he did anything, he would have got hit with a slammer. Go ahead.
It says wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately.
You know?
What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make man glad.
Right, he wasn't glad, he was mad. You know? He was on this mindset that he was like, man, you know what? I don't like them boys. I don't like them boys or God, whatever he thought we were. I don't like that. I want to get them. I don't want to see them there no more. And that was a righteous work, and he found that gladness, which is wicked. It just further proves what Esau really is.
Okay. And real quick, going back to the beginning, the lesson today, when the brother had me bring out Revelation 14 about that new song. You know, go back to the old story when the Most High would, a good example was Saul and David. You know, what happened when Saul had that evil spirit on him? David had to come and play the harp to drive it away. You know, but the thing is, when you, like the said right there, it says wine is good to a man. It says, before it was made to make man glad. So it should have made, Edomite, but it should have made a man glad to hear that we're preaching. We would have been like, I mean, I got my drink and I got the song to listen to, you know? But we're just proving that he wasn't doing anything the right way. He was doing anything, he wasn't drinking it moderately, wherever his intentions were.
Check it out, the scriptures say he should be rejoicing.
Yeah.
This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Yeah.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and thou shalt make thyself naked. And yet it's exactly what you made yourself naked. For to all the camera, you showed, like all the other brothers have proved it, what your Edomites really are. Okay? Well, why are you worried about us? You don't believe in God in the first place. You don't believe in the Bible in the first place. So why are you worried about us? Go over and fucking get drunk, ride on the bull, ride your horses, whatever the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice and be glad. But that's why we come out to tell you the cup about to pass to you. And it's already slowly being transferred to you. Okay? And you're about to catch up. And you are going to go into slavery. After the Israelites, Most High destroys this place, and the kingdom of heaven is restored back to the Israelites, the Edomites are going to slave for a period of 1,000 years, and you're going to be decimated, eradicated from the face of the earth after that happens. And that's prophecy.
Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau buried, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
You can't hide yourself, man. There's only so much you can do, Esau. You've already been found out, and the Most High already exposed to the prophets. Because the Most High says he revealed the secrets to his prophets. Now I know wicked motherfucking dude. Now I know evil my evil.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment is not to drink of the cup, but is surely drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Right, you shall surely drink of it. You're not going to go unpunished, Esau. So-called white man, you're not going to go unpunished. You have to be dealt with. And the Most High already said it. the scriptures say from the beginning in Genesis 25, where he, and in Malachi, I love Esau and I love Jacob and I hated Esau. Okay, tells you that in was it Hebrews 2? Tells you in Hebrews or Romans that the Most High loves Jacob and hates Esau. You have to be recompensed. You got to be taken out the way. You're the root of all evil. You're the head, the border of wickedness, like you read in Malachi. I go back to the.
This is Matthew 10 and 11. And into whatsoever city or town you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till you go thence. And when you come into a house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
Right, so this city of Samaria and the whole city of America, which America is a great city, it's going to be destroyed, man. Worse than Sodom and Gomorrah received. 200 million missiles about to hit this place, man. And the heat, I can't even give you a number. The fire that's going to be put out, the energy, the force, there's no words that I can use to describe it to you. But it's going to be very great, man. Okay? Because all those brothers, well, once we came into this truth, we shook the dust off our feet from this place, man. Okay? But also it talks about when you newly brothers come in this truth, and y'all are on y'all's little corner spot, you know, and they run you off, you know, curse that place and shake the dust off your feet. Okay? And just find another spot.
This is Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with red and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Now, I'm not real quick because that's what we're trying to finish. But that proves right there that the Lord's going to destroy this place and destroy you sinners out of it. And it tells you that in Matthew, like we're jumping into, we're trying to prove it in the gospel, like the Most High and through his son Yahushua is about destruction too in the New Testament. Okay? It tells you, what is it, Matthew 13 or Matthew 19, where it says that he's going to gather all things out of fin out of my kingdom and cast them into the fire. I think it's like Matthew 21. Matthew 20.
Matthew 13. Yeah, Matthew 13.
13.
Okay,
And
the last chapter.
41.
Yeah.
42.
Look at Amos last time. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
Right, when the Most High's eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, which is America. And each individual city that's within it, the Most High has his eyes on you. And you're all sinners, man. You're all wicked.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake or prevent us.
There you go. Again, the prophet Amos is telling you that you people, Israelites, you 2/3, y'all gonna die, y'all gonna all be destroyed by the sword. That's saying that evil shall not overtake you. What evil is it talking about? The return of Yahushua. Because in the old time he was known as Allah Shadia. Okay? Allah Shadia, which means a demon-like power. Okay? And he was a fearful God in that time, man. All the nations knew that fearful God belonged to the Israelites.